statistically and factually correct.
Show me your statistics.
I mean, the FBI has done studies on.
Okay. Ready? Okay, here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Oh, there I am. Come on. All right. Type in hello. Hello. All right. So let me tell you something. Lighting, you say, Tom? Yeah, the lighting is off. Well, it's not off. So I've got one real light that I use for the studio over there. What makes this difficult now is because the light changes. We do this at different times. There's a window that's behind here. Sometimes I use this light, sometimes not. This light might help me unwash. Be unwashed. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't mind the lighting, actually. I thought it was thinning today at some point. Now it's gone away. Now it's not thinning anymore. Although, if you're looking for thinning lighting, you've probably got a problem. Oh, yeah, that's too much. Let me put this blaze down a little bit. Yeah, that's a bright light over there. Nothing, I can't reach it. So, we're staying with the Clegg lights on me. Doesn't matter. Just look at Alice. That's what we're doing here. 100 degrees. It wasn't too bad. I was outside and I was fat. I've been doing yard work, so it's like I can only do it in spurts. And cutting this freaking bittersweet, I can't believe it didn't take long. I'm finally getting to it because of the stuff. I blame Alice directly for this because of the way our laundry works and what's in the laundry. Or the laundry is expanded outside of its normal area. And so now all of like the batteries for like electric trimmers I have and little saws and things, all the batteries are now buried and lost somewhere in the laundry, under laundry. Alice's fault. And so, and this is very, I'm not going to get into it, I'll get in trouble, but it's very typical Alice. And so I'm using hand like clippers and loppers and stuff to try to cut bittersweet and all these things. You know, they grow thick and it's tough out there. And my kids are not good at it. They suck at it. And so they were my helpers today. Alice is in the big city, having fun in Boston. Well, I was doing all this stuff, and it's just messes. And, like, it's funny. Like, they don't know things. So Sally knows. When I was doing the Man Y TV today, in the last few minutes, they actually shut my audio off because they could hear not only my son playing piano, which you hear, but they heard screaming. The kids are screaming. My daughter's screaming at the two little boys because they have flooded the bathroom. They flood the bathroom because they don't flush the toilet. And then once they eventually time to flush the toilet, nobody has flushed it for a while. Maybe the little guy has thrown something in there to block it. So my daughter is panicking. The bathroom is flooding. She's like, I need your help. I'm like ending the show. She's on the phone with Alice. I can hear with Alice, but it doesn't matter. It's still flooding, and she's like panicking. I understand that too. Like I panicked when water was filling my kitchen when I was like 30. I tried to switch my faucet in the sink. Or my brother was my roommate, thankfully, because I didn't realize you can't just take the faucet off or water flies everywhere. And I was like, I just panicked. I'm like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. I'm like, So she plunged. She does know enough for somebody told her to plunge, but she plunged and didn't realize, like, you got to plunge it till it goes away. And so she plunged, but didn't plunge till it went away, then flushed again. And so then it just supercharged, whatever. So, and then I needed old towels to try to suck up the water. And then I needed to start washing old towels. But there was too much laundry in the dryer. And that laundry was still wet. And of course, there's laundry in the washer. I'm like, the whole system is effed. Oh, God. So that's that. Now, I was really just trying to use the laundry at some point today or tomorrow morning because I'm in for Grace tomorrow and I'm going there in person. And I'm in for Jerry too. So I'm in for Jerry for 10 to 11, from Grace to 12 to 2. And so that's the thing. I just got a lot of, the whole supply chain has been disrupted. I don't feel it's my fault. I feel it. Yeah, I don't feel that it's my fault. I feel I'm not going to get into it because she would yell at me if she were here. She's probably going to yell at me when she gets back too because I was cursing her while trying to get the dry laundry, which wasn't dry. And I had no idea that she was on the phone with my daughter still. And my daughter was with me. So there you go. So I'll hear about that. It's not, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But yeah, trying to cut down that bittersweet in front of the house. Because we've got one of those, this belongs to Captain, Enoch Blood, whatever, one of those markers. And of course, ours is 300 years old this year. And I can't put the marker up if it right in front of us covered with bittersweet and totally overgrown. But it's tough doing this crap because there's one of me. And we've got no instruments, no electric tools to use, unfortunately. But I'm going to. Now I'm a murderer. Today I shot a freaking chipmunk at close range, and I did not feel good about that. Chipmunks have destroyed the house, though. And my feeling is this: even though it feels bad, and I don't like it, I'm not a natural at this. And I shot a squirrel too. I'm shooting a lot of things. Like it's not a natural for me. The squirrels just take the bird seed, and I don't like that because I'm trying to. Because they're fat jerks and they're lazy. Maybe it hits home too much. But the chipmunks have destroyed structures, and they're destroying so they are like taking my kids' assets. So I need to kill them. I'm sorry, I need to. I have trapped a bunch, and like I can only I'm sorry, and I don't like that shooting this guy. He was just like looking at me. He didn't see it coming because I haven't been annihilating them for 6 years. I don't know. I'm the guy in The Unforgiven who. Just I like you, William Money, the guy who was just wigged out and couldn't take it. Yeah, I'm not like this. I'm not made for this. So I've got some kind of barbed wire coming tomorrow that I'm going to put around the thing. If I just installed it, right, of course, everything dying is all my fault because I don't know anything. So I didn't install my bird feeder on a pole where I could have a baffle on the pole because I'm a jerk because I don't know anything about this stuff. I didn't know anything about when I moved to this house how to take care of a yard. I don't know anything. God damn it. Why didn't anybody teach me something in all of this freaking high school? God. Where is the year full of classes? Like, it's funny because when I was in junior high, like in 1986, we still had like a home ec, and I still use stuff from that home ec. Like, I wish they had, can't they give every kid a year in school and just teach them how to do stuff that you're just going to need to know how to do? And I'm not good, but I still can change a tire. Which you'd be surprised. We talked about this a couple years ago. Went somewhere and they don't know how to change a tire. Then again, they can just call somebody to do it, I guess. Okay, ready? How dare you, bastard! The fellas have made a picture of me, which is a lying picture in a pride outfit. Bastards! How dare they? Although it is not unlike my actual form. Bastards. All right, so let's get to some of the stuff now. That was it, right? That was it. It's heat. Zoran Mondani, of course, telling New Yorkers to set their ACs for 78. Like, F you, you freaking commies. F you all. You guys, God, is there anything more tedious than hearing some freaking dumb liberals say, set your ACs at 78 so you're still hot? I don't care about I know that some of it's the power grid, but the power grids suck because of this climate change alarmism stuff. I don't believe you. I don't believe any of you who try to tell me on this stuff. I'm sure the climate is changing. It seems different from when I was a kid. I don't know. Like, when I was a kid, we had no cool animals. Now we've got rabbits, way too many of them. Coyotes, not enough of them. Our birds of prey, I love them. And like all sorts of other stuff. Stuff is changing. Okay, it's just changing. There's nothing we can do and nothing we're going to do. I don't care. If I have to, like, and we have central AC, of course, which we have 2 units. One is broken. The one that would make me cool is broken. But never had it growing up. I'm sure you guys didn't either. Like in the summer, it was effing hot. That's what it was. And then and you'd have to deal with it, or you could like make yourself soaking wet. I used to remember the girl Maggie we talked about who used to put her pajamas in the freezer, or you could pour cold water on yourself, take a cold, like whatever it did. We had to do something back then before we knew how to drink to knock us out at night when it's really hot. It's just like effing hot. And my parents are divorced, so my mom lived in the house, and that had no AC. My dad lived in an apartment that had beautiful walk-in cooler, freezer AC. But he and I didn't get along a lot of times during the years when you don't get along. And so I would have to either sneak in when he wasn't there or make peace with him, which would mean concessions, which, of course, at that age is everything. Whatever. Nothing's easy. Nothing's easy. But that's just how it is. I don't even think our cars, like, did you guys even have AC in your cars back then? Is this working? I hope I don't get a message saying everything's working, right? You guys can hear? Bastards. It's not all of you guys. It's just Tim, Tommy, and... Oh. Okay. Creepy lighting. Yeah, okay. Well, I can show you Bella LaChubby. How dare you? The shadow knows. It's not creepy lighting. I wonder how you could learn things in 2026 as an adult. What would be a source of information that you could mine for knowledge? Tommy says, Funk and Wagnalls. No. Well, here's the problem, is I can look at stuff on YouTube, and I can get it. Now, there's stuff that I know. Like, multi-track editing stuff, and I can write a little bit here and there, and I can do some stuff, and I see it, and I get it, and it's not bigger than me. Since I'll go in tomorrow with Grace. I'm not saying this is like, it shows a hell of a lot of skill, but I'll go in tomorrow with Grace, and the light will go on, and I'm going to get the guys in a point to me, and I will start talking, and things will come out. And, it's just like, I kind of know it. I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I've practiced at it. I've had it go badly, and now I get it. Like, I can see it, and I get it. It wasn't always like that. But I don't see things. I don't see construction stuff. I don't get it. I don't see it. Like, I know how to do to plunge the toilet. But I wish I could see that. I wish I could see how to remove a wall, what keeps the rest of it up, how to add, like framing for another room, and gypsum, or whatever that stuff is called, and, like, how electric work. And I don't see it, is the problem. I don't see it, so it's easier to get. And I don't get the freaking... I don't get machines. And I don't even like people who say that, because I think that if you do something enough, you start to understand it. I just don't... I haven't done it enough. I don't get machines, and it's bad news. And I have tried to put windshield wipers on, and I don't... It's... My mind is not working at capacity when I do that. Now, I am stupid in a grunt. Like, I can push the lawnmower, and that's what I do. I push it around, and I get that. Sorry. And for a pretty old guy, I push myself. I work, hard when I work. But there's not a lot. Like, I still don't. I would love to kind of like a girl. How dare you? No, because girls are good at cleaning stuff. Even like thoroughly, I want to thoroughly clean the bathroom in a way that's not just my way. I just kind of hack it out with like I use ammonia in a bathroom and some other stuff, and like hack it out and try to. But I don't know, like a housekeeper at a hotel could clean my bathroom in 11 minutes, and I get stuff growing like spores, and I think it's black mold, all sorts of stuff. Like, I get stuff. I don't know how to permanently get rid of that stuff, or how they're doing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I just wish I got it. And I understand this is like this is a very ick thing to say. And I would like to know. I want my house to look great. I want my yard to look great. I can tell you one thing that I have been working hard and brutalizing some of these like plants and things, like vines and bittersweet, which is killing everything. And I've got a ton of it cut. And that was just hard work. Like that I get. Do you have a battery lawnmower or gas? I have gas, Tommy. And the riding mower is out of commission because It's been out of commission for 2 years because we had just gotten it fixed. One of the problems is where we store it, it gets full with mice and they mess everything up. Then we had it fixed, and then the freaking wheel literally came off. And so the riding mower, I have to put the wheel back on. My neighbor, who was next door, who is strong, who would usually help me, has split from his wife. So he's gone. I've got no muscle. And then do I trust that I'm going to put the wheel on? It's going to be satisfactory? I mean, maybe if Alice helped me, but her days of helping me are tough. What? Sally wants me to come down? Okay. Oh, you. Okay. Okay. So I got to put the wheel on, and do I trust myself putting a wheel on? And now I'm sure it has to be rehabbed from getting rained on, and then having mice in it for 2 years, and then it's going to need a new battery. Obviously, it's only $40. The battery I can fix. I can figure it out. But so there's a lot of crap that has to go into doing that. And the guy who does fixes, it's like, oh Christ. And because of the kitchen, which is how you enter the house, is still under kind of construction because we stopped in the middle of doing the roof and then all the stuff and then the cabinet. It's like it's in a disarray. So the place someone might come over and talk to me about fixing it is not presentable. This sounds like some widowed mother of 10. I know, Tim. I know, dude. I know. Believe me, that riding mower. So anyway, the mower I have now it's a Husqvarna, the push mower, and it's a great mower. It was like the most expensive one. It was like $400 like 5 or 6 years ago. Because my lawn it can't just all be done with the riding mower. But of course it doesn't drive itself anymore, but it's an awesome monster. Like the engine won't die and it still cuts. And it's like a tough bastard, and I kind of feel like I have to drive it into the ground. I mean, I go over roots with this son of a bitch. I go through everything. It's a tough ass good motor. So I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. So because it's good. But let me tell you one thing, guys. You'll freaking like this bleep load. You'll like this a bleep load. Like I told you, we have junk plants and trees and bittersweet that just freaking grows crazy here. We're in West Newbury, so whatever's happening between the Merrimack River and the ocean makes like stuff grow like crazy here. Steve, you probably have the same thing where you are in Merrimack. And so it is like if I miss a weed, next year it's a tree. And that's happening everywhere. And I don't have I've got a problem with chains on chainsaws. I'm not good at the chains, and whatever muscle that takes, I don't have it. So anyway, that's why I have a gas chainsaw that I inherited. But that one I looked up on the internet. Whatever. I don't want to. But here's a good thing. Let me tell you this, guys. This is clutch. Remember, 2 things I did for this place. One, when I saw that there was a bar available with a marble top in Newburyport because a high-end place was closing, I reached out to the lady and I said, I'll take the bar for free. And she said, we have 2 other people looking at it. If not, then you can come over. Then she called me back and said, okay, the 2 people dropped out. Get it right now and it's yours. So we go with a Dodge Caravan full of kids over to Newburyport. I've told the story before because it's pretty much my crowning moment. And then we go to Newburyport and I get the I find a bunch of guys who are, because the bar is 1,000 pounds. I find that the town DPW workers working in the middle of the street, doing stuff in the street. I go to the guy who looks like he's the boss, and I said, hey, if I give you $100 right now, will you guys lift this bar over there into my car? And the guy says, yep, comes right over. It was beautiful. That was me. I get credit for that. Here's the other thing. Listen to this. How dare you call me John Keller? The other day, my son said in the morning, and this is like code red stuff for me. He said, there's somebody at the door, and Alice is working. She's like, oh my God, there's somebody at the door. And I'm like, okay, it's the cops, it's Department of Youth Services, it's a psycho, it's nobody that I want to talk to because they're at the kitchen door, of course, and that's the whole area is under construction. So I'm like, I can't go in to see anybody. Like, are we being served again? What is it? So I go outside, and it's a guy, and he's with like Verizon or whatever, and he's this little Spanish guy, and he says, hey, I'm with Verizon. We couldn't get a hold in my yard between me and my neighbor's house, who we're friends with. There's this little peninsula. It's kind of raised, about 10 feet of land. And there's these crappy trees are all over this peninsula of land. They're all like it's totally rubbish trees. I try to cut them, like I told you. It just takes they all grow back. There's this Japanese maple that's stuck in there, and all the other trees are encroaching on it. And I want only the Japanese maple to be there, but all the other trees are like encroaching on it. So I try to cut them back, and it's just a lot of freaking work. And it's like these big weed trees are a nightmare. But listen to this. I say, oh, okay, show me what you're going to do. And I walk down there, and I text my neighbor. It's just the wife is there. And I said, hey, the guys are here. They want to cut trees between us. Let me handle it. Let's do it. And she said, okay, whatever. It's fine. And he said, okay, we want to get rid of these trees because these could be near the wire. And I said, can you just do me a favor? Just get rid of everything. Cut the crap out of everything here. And he said, well, I mean, we are behind. You know, this should have been done for the last 3 years. And so we're behind. I said, my friend, go frigging kill everything. Cut everything. And they took out this monster frigging thing that looks like it fought Alien, and they cut the crap out of everything in that peninsula, or at least half of it. It's such a good feeling. They have one of those industrial things. Oh, friggin' so good. So good. Oh, so there you go. So it ends on a happy note. I did a man thing by asking him to cut everything. Okay, so let's get to some stuff here. Oh, Alice is home, so I'll be getting on that in 3 seconds. Let's see. This is Rep. John Larson. Let's just talk about just people on the left deciding that they're going to live in this fantasy. They're all upset about that. They're upset about ICE because ICE is terrorists. You know this. They're upset now that we're making it harder for them to butcher little boys and girls who are confused about their gender. Here's Connecticut Rep. John Larson and some other guy running for something, talking about where we are with ICE. Listen to this. Aren't you sick of hearing this bull bleep, by the way? Sorry about that.
The swearing-in ceremony.
Here we go.
Immigrants are the strength of this nation.
Shut up, dude.
As everyone indicated yesterday at the swearing-in ceremony, they have rights. They cannot be abused and abducted under gunpoint by 5 cars and handcuffed.
Since when did you care how ICE did its job before the last 2 years? Since when did you care? They've been doing stuff. The police have been doing stuff. The FBI does stuff every day. You shameful sellout piece of crap.
A man who's a pillar in this community of West Hartford. And if you think it can't happen to you, it can happen anywhere.
Not really. Not really. I'm pretty sure it can't happen to me. And I'm pretty sure I won't get shot by the cops either. I'm pretty sure that won't happen to me either because I won't go for his gun. And I'm pretty sure you won't either.
And it's happened in Connecticut, in this district, in East Hartford, in West Hartford, in Newington, and in Southington. And we're going to continue to fight against it. Thank you, Amir, and your family for standing up.
Immigrants to the back. Like, shut up with the backbone stuff. Don't oversell it, okay? Jesus Christ. You don't need these people to tell me what immigrants are and aren't, but they can't help it. They have to do it. Let me see. Oh, here's AOC. You know, it's funny. She's got such privilege because she's beautiful that she gets reactions to things she says, and she gets reactions to walking in a room and always has because she's beautiful, but she thinks that she's impressive.
We don't, quote unquote, have the money for a better and improved social safety net because we let assholes like Elon Musk gut Medicaid and gut Social Security in order for him to pay for A, his own tax cuts, and B, his own $1 billion in private federal contracts. This guy takes billions and billions of your tax dollars, of your public funds. They are robbing us of the tiny slivers of what we have left in our collective public social safety net.
Can you imagine that? Robbing us of the tiny slivers. Robbing us of the tiny sliver. How much money is just wasted with all these grifts, with all these NGOs. Tiny sliver. And I love this. Like, they're robbing us. What do you mean? You're a rich chick. What do you mean? You grew up very wealthy. God, it's so intellectually honest and flaccid. Oh, really it is. And it's like, it comes from a place where I'm sorry. I don't think she'd be good in the sack. I just don't. I don't. I don't. Here's a Wisconsin Democrat staffer, Teja De La Ruel, who's salty.
Hey, T7T here, and we're going to make this the moderate position for the state of Wisconsin, but I need your help because we have 1 month to do this. So let's do it.
And it's got a sign that says, kill your local Republican. There's another communist who's a very attractive communist socialist, Milat Kairos, who was just unseated 15-term incumbent Democrat in Colorado.
I'm about the same age that my dad was when he came to this country. Betting on the promise, he chose Denver to be our home because he knew that this city would welcome us. And that same city just voted to send a 29-year-old recovering lawyer, barista, immigrant, Democratic Socialist to Congress!
Funny thing is like the Democratic Socialist thing is not a new idea. It's just a lack of ideas. It means they're out of ideas. It's not a great sign. We'll skip this other OC one, although she does look good. Here's her again talking about the woman you just heard talking about 9/11 and whose fault it was.
Do you believe that the 9/11 terrorist attacks on America were the inevitable consequence of American foreign policy?
Inevitable in the sense that we destabilized a lot of the Middle East, that forced people to believe that another act of violence was the only response. And again, just like I said before, our responsibility is to getting rid of those conditions that lead to violence in the first place.
There you go. Yep, had it coming. Well, she's a congressman now. So congratulations. Here's Jasmine Crockett.
We're entitled to nice things in this country. The country that we are the nice things. But we built this country
from the ground.
So there is no reason that.
Yeah. You built this country, all right. Yeah. Now, slaves were a part of the building of this country. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for everybody else. Okay. Sorry. Once again, don't oversell it. We built this country. Immigrants built this country. The black slaves built this country. Everybody else but me and you built this country. It's funny, you know. I think the difference that I hear in the spirit of what they say is that we didn't used to, or like people like me, as John Kerry would say, have never gone around saying we built this country. Okay, let me get to somebody who should be tased. This is from Jack Gately. If you haven't seen this, you should probably check it out. This is in Lowell. They're having a meeting or one of these town halls, whatever it is, I don't know, about data warehouse. They don't want a data facility, and so they have this. They don't want a data center. So this little punk 14-year-old gets up and disrupts the thing, which is what they feel, and uses this sentence, which I think should get you automatically tased.
Thank you so much. That's the last question, but I urge you to please listen to me. I know I may be wasting your time. You're free to leave while I speak, but I am 14 years old. I just graduated from the Stock Wilson Middle School. I am the future. I urge you, the future does not.
Little idiot screaming, "I am the future." Yeah, just tase it. Tase the 14-year-old. I'm just 14-year-old. I'm the future. It's such a self-important, like, rite of passage, just preening thing to say. Look how special I am. I'm young. I'm the future. You have to take what I want. This is serious now that I'm saying something like my mom told me to. It's like that little Hobbit thing, little wretched thing in Greta, whatever. Like, shut up, kid. Like, you're 14-year-old, to me, that means that you have nothing to say and just shut up. Just like, I'm the future. Oh, you're a future a-hole, spoiled American progressive communist pain in the ass is what you are. Shut up. Oh, God. Tase away. Lowell, please. Hold on. A lot of yelling downstairs. What are they up to? John Kennedy from Louisiana was on with Theo Vaughn. I like Theo Vaughn fine. He's kind of dumb, but also kind of funny. Depends. But I like him being with John Kennedy. I like John Kennedy.
As you well know, we've got everything in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
We've got alligators. We've got more alligators than we've got people now.
Is that true?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. It's just
What?
we 25 years ago they were getting
And watch the Democrats try to get them to register to vote.
Yep. Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me. Sorry to interrupt you, but I was going to forget that joke if I didn't say it. Yes, Louisiana has more alligators than people. Dear God. Get the kids away from the river.
But tourists love them because they will. These boat tour guides go out and they feed them, and so when they see the boat, they come immediately, and the tourists just eat it up. They think they're tame. They're not.
It's perversion to me, brother. I don't mess with the devil, and I don't mess with his pets. That's one way. That's how I operate. I don't mess with those types of things. That's for sure.
As you well know, we've got everything in Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
We've got alligators. We've got more alligators
Hold on.
than we've got people now.
Is that true?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. It's just
What?
we 25.
There's an alligator story I wanted to read to you. I have one here. My son is learning to play the Cheers song, so I hear it a lot. Florida woman fatally torn to shreds by monstrous alligator in heartbreaking surprise attack. She was swimming in a river with her boyfriend, and this thing came and grabbed her and just demolished her. Let me say something. If I ever go to Florida, first of all, I would never go in a body of water or near a body of water in Florida. But if I did, I'd want that effing place carpet bombed. I would want M60s lighting up everything in the trees, on the ground, in the water, everything. Blast that place to frigging hell. God. At what price, Florida? Come on. That's a tough way to go to because alligators don't know how to play nice. And now I have it coming, too, since I'm a murderer of freaking chipmunks. Donald Trump, you know what? Since we're doing good stuff here, here's Fetterman. He's so great. He's got a big problem with a bunch of people in his own party.
It was a really big night for the dirtbag left, last week, without a doubt. And some of the crazy things that they've said, like clearly anti-America, anti-Western civilization, and they actually, one of them was even part of the groups. They wanted to end all Western civilization. So overall, that's a wing of the party without a doubt. But they're not Democrats. They're not socialists. Many of them are an avowed communist. So between P. Hustle in Maine and some of the other winners, in New York, they should form their own party and run on all the things that they've had to delete on social media overall.
God, how freaking great is this guy? If he gets voted out, you just have him be a pundit. He's freaking great. Trump is at the Teddy Roosevelt Library today. Had a great time. The Rough Riders escorted the car, of course.
From winning our independence to laying the railroads, taming the West, and planting our flag on the moon, nothing great that America has ever done has come without staggering effort, and it has never come easy. It's been really an unflagging persistence that drove us into greatness. We had the persistence of great people, great men, great women. They were persistent. They never gave up. This country was built on the conviction that just because something is hard to do, that only means that Americans try even harder, and they succeed almost all the time. Because whatever the obstacle, whatever the challenge, it's no match for American grit. And you have it probably as much or more than any other place there is. You have American grit.
Right up his alley, obviously. Teddy Roosevelt, Trump, Andrew Jackson. These are his guys. And I'm not sick of people saying good stuff about America. I like it. I'm glad Trump did it. Let's see. Get Riley Gaines. We'll skip that. She doesn't do as well. And let's see. Okay, there is. I do want to. A couple more things I want to get to. Reagan Paul. If you don't know Reagan Paul, she's a state rep in Maine. She's really beautiful. That's the first thing you should know. She's like exceptionally beautiful. This is her mom. We actually saw them at a bar when we were up in Bangor a few months ago. And she's gorgeous, and her mom's like gorgeous. Like, this is amazing gene pool. But anyway, Reagan Paul, she just screenshot a few of the things that people say about her. One's this guy named Zach Borg, who I'll just say looks like that he might know the guy with the jorts who was yelling at our reporter yesterday. The guy says, "You need to watch what you say. We will come after people like you, and not with the legal system." He says, "You're a cancer to humanity and need to know it. You need to feel it. I'm being a real American, unlike you effing pathetic piece of, you should fear for your life living in the USA and saying the things you say, because she's against the trans stuff, whatever. You deserve to be afraid. Come on, fascist bigot, say something. Did you know our World War II soldiers killed tens of thousands of people like you? You're a bad human being. Christianity is a lie. You're a pusher of fascist ideology. People like you shouldn't have a place in our society. Pure leech." And then somebody else sent her a picture of a noose. It's just funny. The left hates women. They hate women, especially pretty women. It's so. I mean, they're just little weird. I forgot the new word, but we're workshopping a new word for this. They're just weird little French horns, and they're odd people. So, but that's how they operate. You know this. This is Matt Couch. You guys know Matt Couch? He's
I hate all crime. I hate all murder. I hate all killing.
He's doing the Charlie USA Right Politics.com. Anyway, he's doing the change my mind kind of thing. And this might not be new, but it's new to me, and I just thought it was kind of compelling. He confronts, or this progressive on campus confronts him.
I hate all crime. I hate all murder. I hate all killing.
We're not talking about black on black crime,
No,
though.
you only want to talk about white crime.
Because it's spurned by white supremacy. So let's talk about that. White supremacy is an issue in this country.
Does white supremacy cause black people to kill their own at a larger disproportional rate than any other race?
So first of all, what you're saying is really racist, and that sort
it's
of
actually
shit.
just statistically and factually correct.
Show me your statistics.
I mean,
shocked that she went right to it's racist. Like, why don't you do, rather than have him soliciting these facts and figures, why don't you elucidate exactly what you mean when you say racist, rather than just a blanket slur?
FBI has done studies on...
Show me your statistics.
I'm not the FBI. You can just Google them. You can go fact check me later and tag me on Instagram and make a video and say that I lied.
Yeah.
Stats are not racist. So if I say, statistically, black people kill more black people than white people kill black people, that's just a fact.
But
and
white
I think
people are
it's
killing
a
black
tragedy.
people out of white supremacist ideals. There is a difference.
So what do we do? What
does that even possibly mean?
About this white supremacy that's going on?
I don't know. Maybe first and foremost, get rid of the president that's bringing it out of people, bringing
Trump
it to the
is
forefront.
bringing white supremacy out of people?
He is bombing Lebanon.
So bombing Lebanon is because of white supremacy?
Honey, you have a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, in aerospace management.
Oh my God.
I'm a preacher, not a political activist. I want you to teach me right now
First of all,
how bombing Lebanon influences white supremacy in America, causing
because we are
white on
killing
black crime.
black and brown people because they are black and brown, because they are not white Christians.
Do you think, by the way, that she has a problem with us bombing Russians in Ukraine?
This is the campaign that is being led.
That's why it's happening.
And the more that you fool yourself and the more you try to fool college students into this, the more you spread information that continues to perpetuate white supremacy, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
All right. Lauren, right? Thank you so much.
She's gone. There she is. So, yeah, that is that. All right, let's get to the chat. Why don't I get to the... Let me get to see what's in there. Things. Julie and Phil say, bite the bullet, take the mowers to a small engine repair guy and get them fixed. I've done that before, too. I didn't budget for it. Tommy says, let's do an intervention at Tom's house, real men only, with tools and brawn. Tom, cook burgers to dogs and buy us beers. We can get this bleeping yard fixed and put the wheel and belt on the mowers. Yeah, I can't do a surprise intervention. I'll also go crazy. But if we get to the point where I feel that we can, that'd be fine. We got too many movies. That would be a nightmare. I'd go full David. What was it? David's name? The Koresh, and just burn the house down with everybody in it. I'd rather listen to him kvetch. Tommy says he could do that too. The backbone of this country are all of us suckers that pay our taxes. Yeah. Emir, please donate to Act Blue. Yeah, no kidding. When she talks, all I hear is the ocean. Is that AOC or the other one? Either way, they're both attractive. Illegals are taking billions and billions of taxpayer money. I thought Optimus Prime built this country. Yeah. Tom is going for the Joe Biden State of the Union intimidation lighting. That's not on purpose. It's different every day at different times. I probably could adjust it a little bit. I mean, the flaps and the thing, whatever. She is the reason Democrat socialism. Yeah, I love this guy too. I know who you mean. Okay, let's go to the chat, shall we? Okay, chat. What's the chat? Oh, there it is. How dare you?
I'm a Maine guy now. I don't pay attention to Massachusetts politics until I have to fill in for Grace or Howie.
How dare you?
I live in a 355-year-old house, and I do ads for roofing companies on the radio, but I never employ any of them to fix it.
They came over and fixed it. They fixed my roof. Okay, it is that is Eagle Rivet Roofing. Those are my friends. Say hi to Artie at Eagle Rivet. They're a great bunch of people.
And I want to sell monkey merch, but no one will buy it.
Nobody will buy it.
That crappy monkey merch thing that you came up with is about as viable as that clam bake slur you tried to impose on people.
How dare you?
Isn't your wife some kind of marketing genius?
She is.
Why, if she told you it's not a good idea, guess what, Tom? It's probably not a good idea.
1849.
That's why you're sitting on 58 boxes of monkey merch T-shirts. Okay? Get your act together. You're only going to half-ass this podcast, then you only need half your Patreon people. That's how
dare
I look
you?
at
Don't you dare. I'm not half-assing anything. Yeah, the monkey merch, I thought I'd hit pay dirt. And then I had them with the Olympic team. And what do I got to do? For freak's sake. 1849, that guy went out, James Sanders or whatever it was, Foster's Rebellion, whatever that was, and he found gold in them thar hills. And I want to find gold, but I won't do it. You know, you miss all the shots you don't take, which is what he said. That was Michael Landon who said that. And so I took my monkey shot, okay? Didn't take. Maybe if you guys got the ball rolling and bought some monkey merch, it would start to move.
Hey, so another term.
Yes.
Instead of using clam bake.
Yeah.
You can use flower pot. Or you can use what we used to use in the 70s and 80s. Just call them a faggot.
I believe that's a cigarette. It's a word for a cigarette. Yeah, second one's not going to work. But in that also, you know, the slur I'm looking for this person is much more than just simply somebody being effeminate or gay or like it's much doesn't necessarily even include somebody who's like it's gotta be an overall far-reaching, encompassing thing. But we workshopped today with the fellows today, and I do believe we're finally making some progress. We haven't hit the pay dirt yet, but we're making progress. Let me just check real quick, do my due diligence over here. Get him, Doctor. How dare he? Dr. Cheswick? Lion Cheswick, they call him. All right. How dare he personally attack me? Oh, goodness. Okay, Tom. Where's the thing? You know the thing. Here we go. Ready? Thank you, everybody. Tomorrow, in for Grace. I'm doing Jerry at 10 tomorrow. And then I'm hitting the road at 10:54. 10:54. And then I'm heading down to Needham, Massachusetts, and I get Grace from 12 to 2, and then I'm heading back. And then I'm on Mainwire TV at 4, and then I see you guys tomorrow. I don't know, 6, 7, somewhere around there. You guys are awesome. See you tomorrow.
C'est la vie.